Double cleansing is a lifestyle, okay? It's a part of the daily routine. What is double cleansing? Do I have to use an oil? Can I use a balm? Can I use a micellar water? Will the oil break me out? These are all of the most commonly asked questions. So we are starting a new series on my channel where we are going to be breaking down, going back to the basics and really exploring, deep diving into skincare. I've experienced firsthand what double cleansing can actually do to your skin, how it can transform your skin, how it can get rid of blackheads, get rid of sebaceous filaments, get rid of dry flaky skin. So I'm going to be breaking it all down in this video, the differences, the do's and don'ts, and most importantly, why you need to be double cleansing. I know a lot of people skip over the cleansing step, but for me, it is the most important step in your skincare routine, hands down. Whatever skincare you put on top, if your base is not clean, you are going to end up with clogged pores, you're going to end up with skin texture, you're going to end up with all these little bumps and all these little clogs on your skin that I used to get before. So I'm going to break it all down in this video. I've done a full face of makeup just so I could take it off for this video. These videos are not sponsored. I want you guys to know exactly what products I use, what products I love. We're going to cover it all in this skincare series, okay? So buckle up, make sure you subscribe because we are getting down and dirty. Okay, first off, what is double cleansing exactly? Double cleansing is a ritual in Korean beauty. Everyone double cleanses. You basically start off with an oil-based cleanser that's going to remove all of your eye makeup, your foundation, concealer, any long wearing products, SPF, dust particles, and then you have to emulsify the oil so that it really breaks down everything. When you use the right products in combination with each other, that's how you know that you have properly double cleansed. The main thing is that you need to make sure you do this every single night. I made the mistake where I used to only double cleanse when I had a full face of makeup on, but that is where I went wrong. When I started double cleansing every single night and using it as a part of my actual daily routine, my skin texture has improved so much. The blackheads on my nose has improved so much. The clogged pores are almost gone. It is honestly life-changing. Okay, let's break it down and talk about exactly what cleansers you should use, what's the differences between normal oil-based cleansers versus cleansing balms. These two are my favorite oil-based cleansers. I've tried quite a few cleansers from Kiehl's. I've tried the Abib one. I've tried so many other ones, but these two are my favorite. The Skin 1004 one is really nice. This actually has Centella in it, and Centella is my #1 favorite ingredient. So good for calming the skin. And then I also love the ANUA Heartleaf cleanser. This one actually contains Heartleaf, which is really good at calming the skin, and it also says that it's pore controlling. I feel like both of these are very similar. I just alternate between them. Another alternative is that you can use a cleansing balm. This one from April Skin is so nice. It really takes off waterproof and long wearing makeup really nicely without having to really scrub your eyes. The differences between a cleansing balm and an oil is I normally like to travel with cleansing balms. They're a lot easier to kind of bring away with you. They start off as a solid, and as you emulsify this into your skin, it starts to kind of break down all of your makeup and turn it into an oil. I used to use the cleansing balm all the time, and that was my favorite cleansing balm, but I noticed with that one actually has essential oils in there, and sometimes I would get like little clogs that I would notice here and there. So ever since I kind of switched over into something that is fragrance free, I noticed that my skin is just a lot better overall. Okay, so the first mistake that a lot of people make is that they wet their hands or they wet their face before they go in with the cleansing oil or cleansing balm. You do not want to do that, guys. You always want to apply the cleansing oil or the cleansing balm directly onto dry skin and dry hands. You want to work the oil into the skin, make sure that you put on your timer and massage your skin for a minimum a minute. The biggest perk of using an oil-based cleanser is that it can really get into the pores, and if you keep massaging for long enough, all of your blackheads, your sebaceous filaments, all of your clogged pores start to loosen up, and then you start to see all of these like blackheads on your hands and your fingers. It's actually disgusting but so satisfying. I know a lot of people that have oily skin are really scared to use cleansing oils, but actually oil breaks down oil. If you have things like excess dirt, excess oil, you have sunscreen, long wearing makeup, things that is actually made to last for a long time, the only real way to get rid of it is with an actual oil. Normally your makeup is kind of silicone or wax based, so oils help to break that down better than a water based product would. Step number 2 is something that I used to never do, and that is where I used to think oils used to break me out, and it was because I wasn't emulsifying properly. Emulsifying the oil is such an important step, otherwise it's really hard to kind of splash of oil. By adding water to your fingers and massaging it into the skin, you'll notice that the oil starts to turn a little bit milky, and that is where you go in and splash your skin, and you'll start to feel the oil residue just isn't there anymore. Another tip is to never use water that is really hot. I have noticed some people, they use the water on the really hot setting and the water is literally like steaming. That is what you do not want to do. That is going to dry out your skin. It's going to ruin your skin barrier. So I only use water in the halfway kind of mark. Anything that's like lukewarm. I noticed before previously when I didn't do this step, I would have this kind of like oily residue on my skin, and if I left it on without cleansing it off properly, that would lead to clogged pores, it will lead to bumps, it will lead to congestion because I wasn't fully cleansing off the oily residue. Okay, the first step is you want to go in with your second cleanser, and the trick is you need to find a cleanser that works for your skin type. These are just 3 of some of my favorite water-based cleansers. I love this ANUA deep pore cleansing foam. This one's really nice. It kind of has little bits of Heartleaf in there, so it really helps exfoliate the skin as well without drying it out. I also really love this Youth to the People Superfood Cleanser. This one is really nice, especially in the mornings. It doesn't strip my skin. I feel like every single time I use this, my skin feels really nice and refreshed and nourished. I also started using this Mixoon Centella cleansing foam recently. I love Centella. It's one of my favorite ingredients. Whenever I see Centella in a skincare product, I'm like, okay, let me try it. I just find that it's a really soothing ingredient and it works really well for my skin type in particular. Okay, so now that you splashed off the cleansing oil and your hands and your face is still wet, you want to squeeze about this amount into your hands. Then you want to mix this up into your fingertips so that it creates a nice foam. I like to lather up my cleanser on my hands first instead of applying it straight to my face and then rubbing it all over, because then you're going to start to create wrinkles and you're tugging your skin, which you do not want. You want to try to be as gentle to your skin as possible. Now you want to apply this directly onto your skin. Turn on your timer again for another minute. Make sure you get into your hairline. Make sure you cleanse down your neck, around your nose in particular. Just make sure that you are thoroughly cleansing for a minimum 30 seconds to a minute. Okay, step 4 is how to properly remove the cleanser. Whenever I'm lazy and I just splash my face with water and I think that my skin is clean, actually whenever I go in with my toning pad, I would notice that I would have a lot of makeup still in all my nooks and crannies. The best way that I think to properly remove all of your water-based cleanser is to go in with a face flannel or a cleansing sponge or a face halo, something that you can actually use to wipe away the skin and really get up in all your hairline and everything. However, this comes with a big caveat, because I feel like whenever people cleanse, they don't actually think about how often they are replacing their face flannel or replacing their face halo. Girl, if you take a little whiff at your face flannel or your face halo and it has that kind of like mildew, kind of like wet flannel kind of smell, it is probably harboring so much bacteria. That is probably the reason why you're getting breakouts. You need to be washing or replacing these every 2 to 3 days max. If you are not committed to this, then what I would suggest is using these disposable cotton tissues. Please do not dab your face with the same towel that you used when you just got out of the shower and you just wipe your ass. Please do not do that, because you are just spreading over all the bacteria, all the dry flaky skin. A lot of towels, a lot of pillowcases, a lot of sponges are known to harbor a lot of bacteria, so you have to be really conscious of that, especially if you're acne prone skin. You want to make sure that you're using disposable towels or washing your towels every 2 to 3 days so that you're not just adding extra bacteria into your skin. I know you guys already know that makeup wipes are the devil. Please, if you're watching this video, the one thing I need you to take away from this is stop using makeup wipes. Makeup wipes, if you think about it, are tissue in water in a plastic bag that they probably put so much preservatives in there to make sure that the water isn't harboring bacteria. If you just keep using this wet towelette and scrubbing your skin with it, 1, it's probably so drying on your skin. 2, you have to use a lot more force to really take off waterproof makeup. It's going to be tugging, yanking your skin. Over time, you will notice the more and more you use cleansing wipes, your skin will dry out and it will start to get that kind of tight feeling. But please try to get into the habit of cleansing your skin properly every single night. While we're on this subject, I know a lot of people are going to ask about micellar water and they think that micellar water is fine to use, and you know, it's not the worst in the world. I definitely wouldn't be using it as my daily way to take off my cleanser. Micellar water at the end of the day is a cleanser, and I always feel like cleansers always should be rinsed off. So if you really hate using oil-based products and you actually like the action of like physically removing your makeup, then maybe start off with your first cleanse with the micellar water. But I would never just use micellar water and then put moisturizer on top. I would always make sure to wash off the micellar water. So if you are choosing to go in with micellar water, then make sure please that you go in with an actual water-based cleanser with actual physical water to make sure that every speck has been properly cleansed from your skin. Hopefully I was able to explain exactly all the reasons why you should be double cleansing your skin. I swear this method, doing it every single night, it has changed my skin texture, my skin tone, my skin smoothness. I feel like by doing this every single night, I'm able to really clear out my pores. It also helps gently exfoliate. It really removes all of the debris and makeup and any SPF that I have on my skin, so that I'm able to have a clean canvas for any of the skincare that I apply on top, so that it's able to sink deeper into my skin and work even better. I honestly feel like double cleansing is for everyone. You just need to find the right products. And just to say a huge thank you to my YouTube gang for being here with me. I am going to be giving away my favorite oil-based cleanser and water-based cleanser to you guys, so that you can have your perfect double cleansing routine. All you need to do is just click the link down below. It's just a Google form where I ask you guys about your common skin questions, so that I know what other videos I need to include in this series. I do have a little announcement that I am going to be slowing down the YouTube videos a little bit. I really want to take a step back and really evaluate what videos are working on my channel, what videos do well, and really put my time into making those videos that I do upload even better. I feel like when I was uploading a YouTube video every single Sunday, I was constantly chasing my tail and I was working every single Sunday and I was getting a little bit burnt out. So now I want to be a little bit more strategic about what videos go up live and really make sure that each video I upload is always giving you guys value. If you haven't yet, please join my YouTube family. I am on the way to hopefully hitting 500k by the end of this year. Next in this video series, I'm going to be talking all about pores, blackheads, how to shrink your pores, how to reduce the appearance of your pores. So that is all going to be coming up in the next video in this series. So that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Okay, next on my agenda, I need to get rid of all this acne scarring, hyperpigmentation, evening out my skin tone. But with this cleansing routine, we're halfway there, girl. I still got some redness, okay, but my skin, she's come at leaps and bounds, okay? I used to have so much texture on my forehead. Now, can you see that? She is shiny. You can see your future in my forehead.